when we talk about tobacco, which is injurious to health. Further, the findings of the Tobacco Control Policy third round survey in India revealed some alarming facts about tobacco use and the implementation of tobacco control policies. So come, let's take you to the conversation at the press conference.
अक्सर क्या होता है, जैसे अभी इन्होंने एक सवाल पूछा था कि लॉकडाउन के दौरान सब चीज़ें बंद थी और फिर अचानक से उन्होंने बताया कि सिगरेट और दारू की वजह से बहुत ज़्यादा रेवेन्यू मिला। तो हमेशा ये क्या होता है कि इस बात को अंडरलाइन की जाती है कि रेवेन्यू मिल रहा है, उस वजह से जो खर्चा हो रहा है वो भी तो सरकार ही कर रही है
और इसीलिए उनका एक्सपोजर बंद करना बहुत ज़रूरी है। जैसे जो रिसर्च बता रहा है, दिन में 5,500 बच्चे नए बच्चे तंबाकू का सेवन करते हैं। तो उसको रोकने के लिए हमें उनको जो एक्सपोजर होता है कि जैसे रोल मॉडल उनको एडवर्टाइज कर रहे हैं या फिर उनको जहाँ जा रहा है, जैसे उन्होंने कहा था कि कैंडी के बाजू में तंबाकू का प्रोडक्ट डिस्प्ले किया जाता है। तो ये सारी जहाँ पे भी यंग बच्चे हैं उनको कम से कम एक्सपोजर होने के लिए
Tobacco use in any way is injurious to health. Everybody understands across the globe. Still, it has been tobacco sale on the packet. What in India, the health conditions are depicted on the packet. In some parts, I've seen in UK, I'm talking about, it's not depicted. And my question to you is, when we follow the Western world, so taking every fact into consideration, what is your take on that?
They are behind us. We are emphasizing in India on pictorial warnings of especially these horrible looking mouth cancer pictures.
Exactly.
Because a large part of our population doesn't read so well. But they can see, of course, very clearly. So we have gone on that side, pictorial side and direct affecting pictorial side, and these are all pre-tested.
Sir, one question on this. Yeah. We have got various brand which are still, imported from outside, and they don't follow that direction. What is your take on that?
There's a very serious law problem, legal enforcement problem, because anything, any cigarette packet, any tobacco product that comes into India legally has to have the warnings that Indian government has imposed.
Sir, as we have seen the presentation myself, it says the research has been done on in 4 states. Sir, what was the logic behind doing? Because we have got rest of India also. Are those states doing the production in lot of quantity, or what was the reason?
Absolutely, there is a reason behind it. We had to select. Obviously, we want to do a lot, but we can do only what we can do, whatever resources and whatever facilities we have. So we decided to select states which have diverse kind of tobacco problems. So Bihar, West Bengal, we know smoking is very high. Bihar, chewing is very high. Chewing and smoking both are high in Bihar. Maharashtra, it is smokeless tobacco of a different kind. And Madhya Pradesh also, it's again smokeless tobacco of different kind. So that was the reason, and there is very little research actually coming out of these areas.
Sir, now I'll move on to my another question. As we have already talked about the non-smoking zones all over, and you're saying that the law has been amended, but we are to the implementation process. As we know that the processes are there and they take their own time. So what is your take on that?
Oh, that is a very serious flaw in the law, because allowing for designated smoking area really it defeats a lot of purpose, because it sort of makes people think that smoking is okay. No, you are not allowed here, but you are allowed there. And if you have ever passed through the designated smoking area in the airport, you still can get whiff of that environmental tobacco second-hand smoke. And another reason is that such areas are sponsored by the industry. They put their own sort of logo and everything. So they are also serving as an advertising avenue. So there are a lot of flaws with this particular approach, which we have realized now after it was implemented. So that is why there is a great movement in getting rid of this.
Sir, my last question. There is a very important say when we talk about the CSR, and in the offices also there is a designated zone for build up for the smoking. So what is your take on that? Because when we talk about climate change, nowadays the corporate social responsibility is taking big initiative. In this particular tobacco, what we're seeing across India, there are many people who are consuming this tobacco. What is your take on that, and how can a vital role played by this CSR?
CSR can play a very, very important role, very vital role in spreading awareness and in terms of implementation of policies. It's not happening very much, I must say that, because CSR companies have different objectives. And second point about CSR is that tobacco industry is doing its own CSR. But their CSR is again purely for projecting their image in a different direction. For example, just in India, the biggest CSR of the industry in promote saying that they are protector of environment, they are helping environment in every way. Whereas as we see that tobacco causes so much of environmental degradation.